This is a live look at DFW and Love Field, where a worker shortage could cause some travel problems for you this summer. With school now out for Dallas and Fort Worth ISDs, more people are flying, and we saw delays yesterday and even more of them today. Kevin Reese explains what the airlines are doing to try to catch up.
On the FlightAware.com misery map, DFW and Love Field have plenty of misery to share. 16% of flights originating from DFW Monday delayed, 8% canceled. 19% of flights out of Love Field delayed, 6% canceled there. Some of it blamed on today's weather, but for a lot of it,
we're not giving the product that the passengers deserve.
The union president representing American Airlines ground crews and fleet services workers says please do not blame them.
We're doing the best that we can under these conditions.
Airlines and their vendors furloughed thousands of employees during the pandemic. Now with air travel returning at a steady pace, rescheduling all those workers isn't happening at the same speed. Cozy says over the last 3 weeks, American has required mandatory overtime.
Added flights to their schedules, not realizing that the infrastructure was not totally in place to support the operations.
The entire domestic airline system, you've got call system shortage issues for people on the call. You got pilots, in some cases flight attendants not being able to get into the right spot.
American says that weather combined with the labor shortages some of our vendors are contending with and the incredibly quick ramp up of customer demand led to adjusting a fraction of their scheduled flying through mid-July. Southwest says its staffing plan is aligned with its summer schedule and that they are not trimming flights. Meanwhile, the union that represents American ground workers at DFW is in discussions with the airline about how existing employees are scheduled and managed. But as for the immediate problem of delays,
so the long answer to your short question is it's going to take a while.
In Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.